Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Freestead with today's Daily Hope, coming from the end of the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Not many people have read the book of Ecclesiastes. It kind of gets lost right there in the middle of the Bible, but it really is worth a full read through. And I don't have time to unpack the entire book in just a couple-minute video, but here's how the book ends. Now all has been heard. Here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. Now, the phrase that comes up in Ecclesiastes again and again is meaningless, meaningless. Everything is meaningless. And so it's written from the point of view of who they call the teacher. And the teacher is reflecting on life. He's not saying valueless. He's not saying that things in this life, things that we can see are valueless, but that they are ultimately meaningless. The other phrase that comes up is like a chasing after the wind. So when you get to the end, here's the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. And I think this is echoed other places in the Bible as well, that like the way to know that you're truly in the faith is at the end of the day, if you feel some sense of dissatisfaction with everything that's temporary, everything that is just physical and can be seen, and you always find yourself yearning for something more, that can actually be a good thing. It can be a sign of holy discontent, can be a sign of hunger for God. Let me quote to you from a couple of Psalms. In the beginning of Psalm 14, you may know that it says, "The fool says in his heart, there is no God." And so there's just a substantive difference between someone who has God and who does not have God. And then related to that, Psalm 10:4, "In his pride, the wicked man does not seek him. In all of his thoughts, there is no room for God." And so Ecclesiastes ends up being an exhortation. Yes, your life is going to be full of other things, and those things have some value, but they are ultimately meaningless compared to the eternal, staying value of God. So here's the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. Fear doesn't mean be like terrified and afraid so you avoid him. Fear actually draws us to him. We see that there's something so great and so powerful and so mysterious. It kind of puts us in our proper place in relation to him. So we fear him and we keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind. It's not a super hopeful book in tone, but it is pointing people towards hope, that there is more than this life, more than what you can see, and you really aren't going to be satisfied with anything visible and of the world. For a short time, yes, but ultimately it's meaningless. Fear God and keep his commandments. That's the path to life.